right, panel, as you know, in the case of the mystery challenger, we dispense with all of the usual preliminaries and get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Miss Fay Emerson.
That was very extended applause. Are you someone very much in the public eye?
Rather.
In other words, you appear a good deal before the public.
I do.
Are you in any sense in the field of entertainment?
I'd say I am, yes.
Have you appeared on television before?
Yes.
Have you also appeared in other branches of the entertainment industry?
A few, I would say, yes.
Have you appeared on the silver screen?
The what screen?
Oh, all right. Have you been in pictures?
In moving pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Have you also been in the theater?
Yes, I have.
Have you done a picture that would have played in, let us say, on Broadway in the last year?
Indeed, I have.
No, you mustn't get into a lady's age. That would be very naughty. Do you have you appeared regularly on television?
On and off, yes.
But I take it you
the
don't...
sponsor's disposition?
Depending on the sponsor's disposition.
But then I take it that you do not have your own regular television show now.
Oh, I have my show now.
So did you get a no for that, Miss Fay? You asked that on a yes or no basis. 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Sir.
When you say you have a show now, does it you mean that it appears regularly on television at this time?
Yes, it does.
Well, let's give a loud cheer for CBS. Does it appear on this network?
We're not permitted to say anything about it.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Gilgallen.
Well, is it a program with a plot rather than a variety show?
Well, we're not vaudevillians.
What did she say?
I would
You're
think you
not-
could describe this as being a program with a plot, if not a vaudeville or variety show, yes.
Is it, let's see, what are they, half hour, aren't they? Is it a half-hour weekly show?
Yes, yes, it is.
And is it a comedy program?
Well, it varies.
Have you also appeared in musical comedies on the Broadway stage?
Not on the Broadway stage.
That's 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Allen.
Do you do the comedy on the program?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing personal, I'm sure. I say, do you personally contribute towards the laughter on the program?
I try to.
Are you the program's out-and-out star? Maybe John would have to answer that.
Yes, I believe I am.
You are then a comedian?
Oh, occasionally.
Girls are funny on the other network. That was...
Not too funny.
Oh, dear. About 18 names in mind here. My goodness. Am I correct in guessing that you have not been in motion pictures for the past 2 or 3 years?
Oh, you're wrong. I made a picture last year.
That's 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Emerson.
Is this the voice that you use in your program?
No, it is not.
Do you use an accent in the character you play? in your
Yes, I
program?
do.
Or is it by any chance from the north of Europe?
The north of what?
The north of Europe, the accent.
No.
Oh, 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Sir.
You were thinking of Peggy Wood, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, well, she was in musical shows in New York. You use an accent that is not from the North of Europe. Is it an accent, then, that is from the southern part of Europe?
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Miss Gilgallen.
Oh, well, I'm dead. I guess I've been watching the wrong program.
Oh, could we have a conference?
Yes,
You
let's
may
have a
have
conference.
20 seconds
She
per
might be a
time.
hillbilly girl.
It could be a hillbilly and it could be a southerner. Or
Is
Brooklyn.
this by any chance a family show?
Who is it, by the
Is
way?
it Molly Goldberg by any chance?
Oh, they got it in a something. in years. Actually, I had a rule on something there. You got that in a conference, and you had it confirmed by our happy audience, which was a fine idea, but Dorothy was supposed to be asking the
I
question.
was glad not to be on. Thank you,
I'm
Steve.
sorry.
No,
It was dark in there, and I lost my head.
Well, I can't think of a better day to have Miss Gertrude with us, you know. This is Mother's Day, and it's grandmother and mother Bird with us today. And the program is every Tuesday evening, as I dare say you will all remember now, on another network which shall go nameless, but is called Dumont. What?
I'm particularly embarrassed, John, not to have done a little bit better on Molly Goldberg because I've just finished reading my father's series of articles on her.
Would Miss Goldberg use, would you use the accent we know now for just
What
a
do you want me
sentence?
to say, darling? I thought you were going to ask me whether I was from the north of New York. That would be the Bronx. Would have been fabulous.
Ask some more questions, because I want to hear a little bit more of Molly Goldberg.
Well, I am so ashamed that I didn't recognize her. Molly Goldberg knows that I'm her greatest fan. I claim that honor.
Thank you.
I have one question I'd like to ask John. What does our next guest do for a living?
I'm not going to tell you, so there's no point in asking, Steve.
Miss Goldberg, this is the first week in a long time we haven't guessed Rhonda Fleming.
Well, I have never heard a voice as deep and gracious as yours, driven so high, and it stayed up there. The one thing that I thought you might get is every once in a while, Miss Gertrude would have to clear her throat because the strain of that high pitch was too much, and I'm hoping you think it was me rather than her. I don't know what you did think, but our thanks for being our guest. I can't think of a happier guest
fun
on
and I
Mother's
enjoyed it.
Day. Nice to have you with us.